lot of our population was moving west. But after the Capitol burned, the General Assembly took a vote, and by 3 votes, they voted to keep the Capitol here and to build a new Capitol building. With that, we had a real building boom, you might say here. People knew that the Capitol would remain here for a while. And so a lot of building was done, including the addition of the ballroom and the supper room behind me. This room was designed to handle about 100 of the governor's closest friends and guests, so about 100 people would attend a ball here. You can see the higher decoration here. If this room had been built when the house was built, it probably would have needed 4 fireplaces to heat it. But since the colonists were keeping track of what was going on in Europe, they were able to take advantage of what today we call the latest in HVAC technology. They imported a warming machine and used a warming machine to keep the room warm and to keep the smoke going outside. So it was a more pleasant place to congregate, to dance, to do whatever was done in this room. They did have to import originally high-grade British coal. They knew there was coal in Virginia, but not high enough grade had been found yet to make good use of a warming machine. But we do have 2 warming machines in this building by the 1770s. A ball would begin with a demonstration of the minuet, and we know that Colonel Washington was often invited to be one of the 2 or 3 members of a couple who would demonstrate the minuet in this ballroom. He loved to dance. He was an outstanding dancer. Not so his wife, Martha. And it was fortunate at this period of time that people demonstrating the minuet weren't asked to do it as couples, but as people of like skill. So we know Colonel Washington demonstrated the minuet, but we do not know. He did not bother to record the name of the ladies that partnered him in those demonstrations. But as friends of the Dunmos standing on the side, you would see about 3 demonstrations of the minuet, and then we would all join in doing what's called English country dancing, which was very popular then. Everyone knew exactly what steps to take to go with which music. It's very popular in our country now, and I think that's partially because of all the Jane Austen movies, because it's the kind of dancing that you see in the Jane Austen movies, done in groups of 4. Then people were expected to know every single step. Later on, our participants will become more enthusiastic and they'll forget to know every single step, and they'll start relying on what's referred to as a collar. It becomes square dancing. They ordered 762 feet of carpeting. You can see how carpeting was done then, best in this room. Narrow strips sewn together after a pattern. They take it out to the side where a border is added. At midnight, these doors would open and we would come into the supper room for a buffet. Step on in. Take a quick look at these portraits. They're actual 18th century versions painted of George III and his Queen Charlotte. Dinner was served from 2 to 4 each day, and it was the one hot meal of the day. All night rooms, or almost all dining rooms, were this color at this period of time. There would have been